My death squads would be kids from flats, all high from sniffing glue. I'd use them to kill rich Brits and the journalistic whores. So, any concept. So you're not mellowing. It's not. You're not taking the Paul McCartney route. You're still.
No, really, no.
You know what I mean? What makes you write? What is it within you? Is it? Do you feel it's stuff you've got to get out?
I need the money, you know.
Is that? You just need the money, or are you a poet, really, Shane? How do you view yourself?
I'm a band leader who writes a lot of his own songs, you know.
Yeah. So you don't have a high opinion of yourself. Do you ever think I've got my place in music history? Or do you not care about that? Do you just think, well, I do what I like doing?
Yeah, I just do what I like doing and hopefully get some bread for it, you know.
All right. I know. Have you got enough in the bank?
Not at the moment, no.
Well, in that case, look, buy Shane MacGowan, The Crock of Gold by Shane MacGowan. Give him some money. What do you came into the scene on the punk?
Yeah, give it right like that. The Crock of Gold, it's called. Yeah.
There, yeah, no, sell it. That is The Crock of Gold. Shane's on the back, Shane's on the front.
I did the painting on the front as well, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
You are multi-talented then?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did you, before we get back on to what I was talking about there, Westminster School, I can't see you fitting in there. What was that like?
I didn't fit in there, you know.
How long were you actually there for?
A year.
Right. And at what age?
13 to 14 sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got kicked out at 14.
Right.
And I was basically selling drugs to other kids and drinking in the local pubs, and I should have been in the classes and like all the rest
all
of
of
it.
that.
You know what I mean?
So you either had to form the Pogues or become a Tory MP, I suppose. It was a straight, you know.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, I didn't know what the hell I was doing there. You know,
yeah.
like priests and teachers at other schools had convinced my parents that I should try for a scholarship into this place. You know what I mean? Like, because I was very talented. You know?
But did you write then? Did you write when you were a kid?
Yeah, I wrote. And it was because of my English compositions and English
that you got in, right?
Yeah, that I got in. You know, as a special kind of thing. You know.
So you've carried. Do you keep in touch with any of the people from?
From there? Not really.
You drift apart, Shane, don't you? For God's sake. You know, it doesn't. But you got into the punk scene, and has that been your scene forever, or do you keep up now with what happens? I mean, the rave scene. Do you like that
I've
music?
lost touch with a lot of the people in the punk scene as well. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, as life goes on, you lose touch with people. But there's some people I've known all my life. Nearly. Oh, in Ireland, there's people I've known all my life. You know? That's one of the good things about Ireland. There's people I've known all my life.
And what music do you listen to now, for just?
I listen to all sorts of stuff. You know what I mean? You know, like. Rock and roll, jazz, country, Irish music of any description. Like,
so all those influences are there. What's it feel like? You sort of become this icon.
Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, you know. Like.
All these guys now quote you, though. You sort of, these are some of your heroes, but now they're sort of going, well, this guy's a poet, this guy's a genius. Is there any praise that you actually think, that's actually excited you and thought, God, these guys like me?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, getting praised by Christy Moore, getting praised by Sinead O'Connor, getting praised by you know, like people like Jerry Lee Lewis said he really told me, you know. I mean, all that is mind-bending, you know. You know.
What about Bono? Do you get on with Bono?
I'm a very lucky guy, you know.
Yeah, sure. Bono?
Bono's a good mate of mine.
Yeah. Mates with him. The most surprising thing I read about you was that you used to be a fan of Spandau Ballet. Is that right?
Well, they're mates of mine.
They're just mates, yeah.
Yeah, but I like their music. Yeah. I think of all that early '80s synthesizer crap, you know.
Yeah.
like they were the only ones that pulled it off in a bit of
Not even the
style,
Human
you know.
League. Do you not think the Human League were?
Nah,
Rubbish. Yeah.
Spandau were good because they
Yeah.
were just like local street boys. You know what I mean? Like,
Shane, you're not sitting there telling me the flock of seagulls are shit, are you? Come on, man. You are. He is. No, they are. You're right. You're perfectly right. Listen, I look at you and I think, is there anyone you've led a rock life in a way, you know, on the road and drinking well documented, drug taking well documented. Is there anyone in the business that you look at and go, shit, he's taking it a bit far, he's a bit out of order, or you know what I mean?
well, it's a lot worse people than me. I mean, look at Keith Richards, you know.
Keith Richards, yeah, I get it. But do you think, Keith, you should calm down, mate? Take it easy. Do you think that?
No, I've met him and he seems to be doing fine. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, but he is.
Really nice bloke.
Yeah, he is still doing it. Yeah. He's still there. What is your... is the thing that pisses you off most, people talking about you drinking?
Well, it does get a bit boring after a while.
Right.
It has got a bit boring over 15 years, you know.
Is that what does every journalist open an interview with you about drink?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I won't pursue it.
Right.
Other than...
You managed to mention it, but you won't be...
Yeah, I mentioned it, but I'm not bringing it up as a topic, obviously. So, because instead, I don't want to talk about drink, I want to talk about acid. Is it true? Is it actually... Shane, tell me it's not true that you used to take 15 tabs of acid a day. That this can't...
At one stage, I did do that, yeah. I was a very steady boy.
Well, I can imagine. But what happens? Does it get more, or do you just level out? What?
It just becomes normality, you know. But I wouldn't encourage anybody to try it. You know?
Wouldn't recommend it.
No.
Is it
you think you're behaving normally, but nobody else does. You know what I mean?
But then, did you really eat a Beach Boys album?
Yes.
Did you really? But then some people want to do that just, you know, after half a pint. So yes,
that's Greatest Hits Volume 3.
It was Volume 3. Why did you think Volume 2? Nah. That's not tasty. What was the story? How come you were eating a Beach Boys album?
I thought I was convincing the Russian ambassador of the worthlessness of American imperialism.
Well, you know, no, that does make sense, actually. That does, actually. And what about Irish theme pubs like, you know, Shaney O'McGowan's and Beckett O'Joyce's in London? The Irish theme pub, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it's better than no blacks, no Irish, no dogs, you know, which was 30 years ago, you know, when, you know, like, you know, I mean, like, we used to be treated like shit, you know what I mean? And I'd rather the Irish were hip than treated like shit, you know what I mean? But those theme pubs do get on my tits a bit.
Yeah. So you don't go drinking there then? Sorry, I've mentioned it again.
I've got a real Irish pub.
Real Irish pubs in Ireland. Yeah. Okay. Well, long may you continue to do so. It's been a pleasure meeting you. And good luck with the new album, Crock of Gold, Shane MacGowan and the Popes. Shane MacGowan, everyone! Shane MacGowan. Shane MacGowan. Shane MacGowan.